Well, I guess I don't have to worry about trying to clean barn and spread manure. Checked the app on my phone last night. It's supposed to be nice all freaking week. Yeah, 100% chance of rain today, 100% chance of rain tomorrow, and it's raining. It ain't raining hard, but everything's wet. So that kind of screws that up. But hey, means I work on this. It didn't do too much, but I did run a reamer through it. And see if I can do this one-handed off screen. I did it better a little bit ago. I actually had it pushed all the way through till it was flush. Just got to turn it a little bit. So, you know what I'm doing today. And yeah, I wanted to get the cows out today for a little bit, get them out of the way and save a little hay. So, and if there's help around today, some of the open ones might get shipped, but I don't have no help today. I was counting on that help to also do the driving while I stuck around here and got things done. But that also depends on which auction yard we go to. I was thinking Eugene was a little closer than Lebanon, but it's actually the other way around. But Lebanon's farther off the highway, so it probably is quicker to go to Eugene. I don't know. We also have heard from other old Hereford breeders that Lebanon doesn't push Hereford very much and generally won't get the price for them. Eugene don't care. If it's on hooves, they're going to sell it, and they're going to get the best price they can. That's what I hear. So, that being said, God only knows. At one point, Mom said something about wanting to take one load to Eugene or one load to Lebanon. Okay, well, the closest one's a little closer than I thought. I'd Becky say, Google says it's an hour and 38 minutes. Keep in mind, that's with a car traveling I-5 at 65 miles an hour for most of the trip. With a truck, you're limited to 55 miles an hour. So, doesn't that make sense? Anyway, so it'd be, no matter which one we go to, it's going to be 2 hours one way. So 2 loads to one in one day is going to be, pretty much a 9-hour day. Maybe longer by the time you're done. Anyway, nothing to show here, right? It's still dark outside. I don't expect to get any lighter. And I guess that's it. Me and the dogs are just chilling for the moment. I'm going to see if I can slip that piece on in there and try to figure out where the stick needs to be. I'll bring you back for something.
Told you it was raining. Poor dogs out there getting wet. If they had sense, they'd go lay in the barn. Go get some rats or something. At least the rats are smart enough they're inside in the barn. Well, I did a bunch more work on my clamp piece. Thought it might be a good idea to run that slot behind the hole a little bit. Open the bolt hole up a little bit. Chamfered the hole for the shaft. Hey, guess what? My phone's not on vibrate. And it all looks good. I'm not going to touch it right now, though. I don't remember what that piece was. I thought it might have been a harrow tooth, because we made a lot of harrows way back when, but no, it wasn't an old harrow tooth. Wasn't from that. Had 2 holes partly drilled in it, and I filled them in. I took it over to the saw to see if it was too hard. It's not. It's harder, but it ain't hard. So I figured I needed 4 inches from there to here to go up with the stick. That's 5.5, 6 inches long, something like that. So I got a little extra to play with so I can figure it out for sure. And where the stick will go on it, it's about 7 inches to the bottom of the floor, which means the length of this stick, the top of that is going to be about 17 1/4 from the floor, which sitting in there seems to be about right. Time you put the knob on the end, it'll be another inch higher or so. So, well, that's cooling off. I think I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. You know, it looks a little ugly. I don't think I need to tweak it any. So, you know, I can get rid of where I got it too freaking hot when I was straightening. Get rid of those spots, make it look pretty. And go from there. I ain't got too far. Having to do everything else around here today too, so, you know. Which I've been doing while things have been cooling off. Get it hot, walk away. I think that's the right place. Had it in there. I didn't cut that piece off. I held the stick up there and went, well, damn it, it looks like it's going to be at the end of it. It should still be the same amount of movement. I mean, moving it to right here really shouldn't change the throw any. It's going to, you know, be a little off, but not much. So I'm going to put a gusset in right there, but it can't be very big because there's lines right there. It's got to be mainly one-sided, which is fine. And I may put a strap across there, or just add a whole bunch more weld there. I like to bridge with weld. I learned that little trick on the front end of an Alice Chalmers 200 the second time we broke the A-frame. First time Dad says, oh, weld her up, grind her off, and fish plate it. 2 weeks later, it was back in here. And that was with the old buzz box. So I sat there and painstakingly ran beads about 4 inches, 2 to 3 inches each side of the brake. Made one nice big weld patch job. We ran that tractor for like another 5,000 hours after that before we traded it off, and it never tried to crack again. So I am a firm believer. You'll tie it together better that way, kind of like here. You know, hey, it's cool enough there. Right there where my fingernail is the edge of that piece. But I got the weld a good 3/8 of an inch each side. Bridge it and you get a lot stronger. So, and I found one thing in a hurry. Doesn't matter if I'd shorten that square piece or not. Try to go toward reverse and hit the frickin' air inlet. So rather than running that underneath and up behind the cab, all I got to do is this gets loosen this up so this turns over. Take that loose, loosen the straps, rotate, and I don't know, hell, I can run it down if I want to. It doesn't really matter. Suck air from anywhere, but I don't like sucking air from down low. But if I run it either down or to the outside, I can run the tube front or back, wherever. Probably run it in front and suck air by the radiator or something. I mean, not like we're usually in the dust with the sprayer. Fertilizer buggy's worse, but fertilizer buggy, the air cleaner's mounted up on the corner of the cab. And about where that cross piece is in the window is where it sucks air from. So it doesn't suck any dust in. But it's lunchtime, and I got basically nothing to show for the day. And I've been out here since shortly after 5. Brain racking, material finding, plus everything else. So anyway, I'll hopefully bring you back with a working stick, I hope. Well, at least painted. I may not have it. Hell, I'm going to make sure it works before I paint it. You know how that goes. Buggers. The center one and one to the left were literally just chewing their cud in unison. Their mouths were moving exactly the same direction at the same time. Kind of funny. And yeah, just a wonderful day. At least it's not raining at the moment, but yeah. I'm gonna go over here in my worldly belongings storage. Because a while ago I found a couple of boards in here that I think will fix that hole in the countertop in the trailer. So maybe I'll get that done today. Get somebody off my butt and have a spot to actually do something in the thing. No counter space is a pain in the butt. There they are. I didn't have the right router bit. I put the one step. I couldn't put the other one down here, so get over it. She tried telling me, oh, you don't even need to router it. Don't worry about it. And I'm going, yeah, that's going to be great when you got a square edge sticking out past what's routed off right here. And it's right by the refrigerator where, you get bumped into it all the time. I don't know if I'll get them in or not. I'll go set them in the hall. It's raining. I don't feel like putting my little air compressor out in the rain and leaving the door open. Or I don't want to put the air compressor inside either. It's dirty. But, hey, I got that far. Made a frickin' mess. No more hole. It's not perfect. It's off a little there, but it's flush on the front. And yeah, she's going to have to fill a little. A couple nails need to get set. And yeah, there's a gap back there. But all in all, for what I got for tools and for what I did, hey, it's pretty good. And it's not the same height. It's like a 1/16 of an inch thicker. So there's a little step. Not enough to worry about, though. Oh, I don't know. If I go a little shorter and angle the stick a little different, it might make a difference. Right there, I'm right against the edge of the cab, but it clears everything underneath it. It's only going part way in a second because it's not lined up, but it's back enough to detent. Same with third, same with fourth, but they're there. In reverse, I'm against the side. So if it was a touch shorter, it might clear in reverse, but a touch shorter might not clear here. So, I don't think I'm going to cut anything out. I think I'm going to bend it. If I take that and curl it down as best I can, I might have to cut out to the hole at the end and maybe put a notch there to bend it. It might go, I don't know. And do the same thing on the inside. And I think that's as good as we're going to get. Sitting here, as if you're running it, it's almost a little low. Because by the time the knob's on it, it's going to help. And I'm going to have to tweak the top of it out a little because the knob would be hitting the seat. So I got to tweak it out a little. I got, 3 or 4 inches there. So if I go enough for the knob, or put a small knob on it, because I think most of the time it's going to be right there by my leg. There it is. Because I think most of the time we're probably going to be in first. We may run some in second, which right there it's hitting the seat frame. All things I think I can overcome. And yeah, it's been a day. 20 trips back and forth to the trailer, but hey, I got her hole in the countertop filled in. Oh, she still wants me to drill a hole into the microwave because there's a plug-in up there we're going to run the coffee pot off of. Got to run a cord into there. Probably should grab me a drill bit and a drill. Go do that before she goes painting everything. So, anyway, that's my day. Maybe tomorrow I'll do something else. I don't know. Well, I probably should. I don't want to paint that yet. I want to bend it first. Get it figured out, then do it. I don't really want to bend that in here. But, see what happens. Thanks for watching, everybody.